41 people lost their lives after this passenger jet burst into flames, forcing an emergency landing in Moscow. A passenger on board took video as the flames spread. And I have to warn you, these pictures are difficult to watch. 78 passengers and crew were on this plane. 37 people survived. At least 2 children are among the dead. Russia is now launching a criminal investigation. CNN senior international correspondent Fred Pleitgen is following developments for us. Fred, what's the latest?
Some horrifying images coming out of Moscow as video seems to show that plane, the Sukhoi Superjet from Aeroflot Airlines, as it's screeching down the runway after making an extremely hard emergency landing in the afternoon hours of Sunday. It then seems to come to a stop and actually seems to go off the runway at the end as it's further engulfed by those flames. Now, there is also video from inside the plane that just shows those horrible moments as the plane seems to be screeching down that runway with flames outside the window, very much there, seeming to engulf that plane from those shots as well. The people there obviously very much in horror as the pilot tries to keep control of the aircraft. Now, the information that we're getting from Russian authorities is that this plane, the Sukhoi Superjet 100, took off from Moscow's Sheremetyevo Airport in the afternoon hours of Sunday, and shortly after takeoff declared an emergency. The pilots then decided to return back to that airport, and upon trying to land at the airport, apparently made a very hard landing, the plane bouncing into the air and then coming down extremely hard. The investigators so far saying that they believe that the plane caught on fire after hitting the ground, and then obviously you see that billowing smoke and the flames coming from that aircraft as it's screeching down the runway. Now, with a number of fatalities already confirmed in this incident, the Russian authorities have launched a criminal investigation into what exactly happened there with this plane. Vladimir Putin has been informed about the incident. He's offered his condolences, and he also said that the investigation will be as thorough as is possible. Fred Pleitgen, CNN, Rovaniemi, Finland.
Thanks, Fred. Now I want to bring in CNN's Richard Quest, who covers aviation issues for us extensively. And Richard, I know you've been looking very closely at all the different videos coming in, and we have some new video just in.
Watch. There. Now, if we go to the beginning of that and we take it a bit slow, the plane is not on fire when it comes to land. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, take the pen. Your pointer.
Let's start again. The plane is not on fire when it lands. Very hard lands, bounces back into the air, and this is the moment. When the plane hits the ground, the landing gear collapses, the fuel in the tank erupts, and that's what causes the fire.
Amazing. That changed the story completely.
Completely. This plane was not on fire when it landed. So now we need to look at what was happening that caused this landing in this way. Well, we know the plane takes off from Moscow. It goes up, round. It says it's been hit by lightning. Requests immediately to return to Moscow. Comes round, does one loop, then comes into land and does that. And that's what you're seeing there. It lands, bounces up again, crashes down.
That is so chilling when you think 41 people have died.
Absolutely. The issue now becomes what happened when it was hit by lightning. How much control did the pilots have? I was just texting with Les Arbans, who, of course, is one of our experts that we speak to often, and he was saying, look, I've been hit by lightning before when I was on the plane. It's a loud bang and nothing happens. But here, apparently, if